I like that intro.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing tonight?
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Let's see who we have here in the house tonight. I'll go all the way on top. Thank you all for coming. We have Christina, West Area Energy Twister,
Hey.
Barbara Ann, Snowman. Hello. Then we have, through the veil. Hello, Nicole. Paranormal Melissa. Hello. Modest Moongazer. Wow. Shani. Hello. Who else do I see? Slim Dog. Okay, everyone. So I would like you all to meet my good friend Nubz from Adventures with
Yay.
Nubz.
How y'all
His
doing?
If you all don't have his channel is pinned on top in blue. So you can all go subscribe there and see what he's all about. We're going to talk about him tonight and his channel. So let's start. So, Nubs, I'm so happy you accepted my invitation.
I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I always ask the same question to everyone. The first question is always the same one. Why did you name your channel Adventures with Nubs?
Well, because I've always liked to go on adventures, and everybody's just always called me Nubs, Nubby, and all that. So I just was like, it was Exploring with Nubs. That my very first name was Exploring with Nubs, but I was like, there's a lot of people that have Exploring with in their title. I was just like, I'm gonna go with adventures because I mean yeah, I mainly do paranormal, but I like all adventures, and I do
Oh,
like turtles. I do love turtles.
okay. So that's why we always see in your chats turtles because you like turtles.
Hey, Bat Rican. Oh yeah,
Okay. You started your channel how long ago exactly?
a year and about a year and 3 months ago.
Okay. And
Hey,
what
people.
got you into wanting to open a channel?
I've been watching Oh My Gosh and Mo Sargi and Sam and Colby for a couple years now, and I was like, that would be awesome. And I was like, one day I just decided to make a channel, and I didn't realize I was going to be as popular as I am. But
Okay. Do you do this by yourself? You're exploring and stuff, or you always have a
um,
partner or something?
a lot of times it's with just by myself. Sorry, my dog destroyed something in the living room. My aunt's yelling at him. But a lot of times I do them by myself, but also I do a lot of exploring adventures with Dakota. From Exploring with Dakota, me and Exploring with Dakota do a lot of stuff together. We're actually doing two investigations tomorrow night.
Okay. So on your channel, we can find you exploring abandoned locations and also investigating.
Oh yeah, and exploring abandoned places, investigating, and sometimes crazy live streams.
Okay. Yeah, and I saw you have a new show on your channel where you review other channels.
Yeah, I on episode 14 now, but yeah, I do exploring. I mean, react to other paranormal and other abandoned people, urban explorers. I explored it. They react to their channels and watch their videos to help them get more viewers and subscribers, and also so they can have more love on their videos.
Okay. And you're from what state exactly?
I am in Virginia, actually, near
Okay.
Lynchburg.
Okay. So, guys, if you have any questions, remember to put them in all caps so we can see them better. And don't forget his link is in on top in blue.
Hey,
So,
Mama Amy.
okay. So, upon that, like, where was your most scariest for you place
Pro-
to investigate?
Probably Road 666.
Yes, I remember
Um,
that video.
yeah, Road 666 is one of the most terrifying places I've been to. I've seen people get attacked. I've seen people get possessed. I personally got shoved and scratched last Halloween there. Like, we saw a cat and his eyes was like right here, and all of a sudden it went from right here all the way over here, but there was no movement or nothing.
Okay, we have our first question here.
Question.
Nubs, what is your most craziest experience you've had?
Most crazy experience I've had. Probably last Halloween when I actually got shoved and scratched
On
by
the
something.
road 666.
Yeah, that
And
was probably the most craziest experience I've had. Like, actually, or at another, because there's two road 666 up here. And at the other one, I walked in the woods after I stopped filming and all that. And I heard something whisper my name. And I looked back and it was like a pig man, like a guy, and like I don't know if it was a guy, but it had like a pig face and a man body, and it just shut me out of the
wow.
woods.
And he called you Nubs or he called you
Oh no,
by
he
your
actually
real
said
private
Dallas.
name?
Yeah, he said Dallas, and I was just like, whoa. Not many people call me Dallas, so I knew something was up. Like,
Okay. Here. What do you love more,
ooh,
turtles or your beard?
that's a good question. I love turtles, but I have to say my beard. My beard is my number one thing.
Okay. So this road is really called 666 Road.
Yes, it is Road 666. And then you got State Road 666 is the other one.
Okay. And how do you find your locations to explore or investigate?
A lot of times, Dakota calls and gets us, like, the Octagon Mansion and a few other places. Dakota's called and got us in to them and all that. But sometimes, most of the time, we just like randomly riding down the road and find an abandoned house and just explore it. And a lot of times we got some good action and good activity in just random houses, like that we just find on the side of the road or like a graveyard.
Okay. Nubs, do you find the more you do paranormal, the more open you can become to experience?
Yes, yeah. I think the more you do paranormal, the more experience you get, and the more open you get about everything. Like,
More activity.
more open about everything, and
Okay. So we know you've already got scratched and everything, but did you ever bring something home with you?
yes. 8 or 9 year old little boy from 666. That place just has a bunch of like stories just from that place alone. But I had a little boy attach himself to me for about 2 to 3 weeks until I went back and brought it back to 666. But yeah, I had an attachment one time, and it made me like it drew my energy. Like I didn't want to do nothing but sit there, and I didn't want to film. I didn't want to do no live. I just didn't want to do nothing for like 2 weeks. It just drained me so much.
Okay, and how did you get rid of it?
We just went back, and I just told the spirit that eventually, eventually, I just brought it back and told it it had to stay, and it stayed.
Okay, let's see if there's another question. There's one here from here. Have you ever done taste testing videos?
No, I have a weak stomach. I, I I can't just taste like random things and hot things. I will get sick. I have an awfully weak stomach.
Okay. What, in your opinion, the difference between a demon and an angry spirit? Oh, good question.
Very good question. I've
Wow.
personally always like I've read information and all that, and from what I understand, an evil spirit can't really harm you, but a demon can. And I mean, I know anything can possess you, but I don't think evil spirit can necessarily like harm you. But I think
Okay.
a demon can. That's a
Yeah.
really good question, Nicole.
Yeah. So let's check and see. When you started your channel, did you know how to edit your videos and all that, or you learned it as you?
I pretty much learned it as I went along. Like I just, what was I using? Vogstar or something like that when I was editing for my phone. Now I don't even edit videos. I hadn't edited video in about 7, 8 months. I just randomly when I do a video, I just put it on there on YouTube,
Okay.
and I don't edit.
No. Okay. Do you have like a regular schedule? Like on Mondays, I throw out a premiere, and then on Wednesdays, I do something else,
I
or
was
it's whenever.
I was trying to work with the schedule, but right now I'm having issues uploading videos. My laptop's not letting me do it right now. I need to get a new one apparently. It's just not letting me upload nothing. But I try to do like premieres. I try to do it where I do 2 premieres a week and I do 2 to 3 live streams a week. Like Thursdays, I always do the reacts streams. Saturdays, I was doing the cryptic talk, cryptic Saturdays where I would talk about a random cryptic like Bigfoot, and my next one's Hellhounds. I'm not sure when that will be, but I just do. And then me and Dakota on Tuesdays do Urban Legend Tuesdays, where we do urban legends of different states, and we're almost
Okay.
done with the U.S. actually.
Okay. Here's a question. Okay, what's your total opinion on possession? Is it like in the movies, The Exorcist, or for example?
Yeah, I've actually seen. I'm not gonna say no names, but anybody who's see knows me. But I've seen 2 people get possessed and all that in the same night. And what happened to them? They fell to their knees. Their eyes turned completely white. They didn't have no like color or nothing. It was completely white, and they just had a blank stare. And they just started talking weird. And what happened was the first dude got possessed, and after about 20 minutes, he was fine. We walked him, we got to the bridge, and he started puking. And then the other guy started puking. And then On the way back, the other guy, the exact same thing, fell to his knees, eyes went to white, completely white, and then he just let off the awfully loudest scream I've ever heard in my life. Like, so it's not like the movie The Exorcist. At least that, unless that was like, I guess, a mild possession. I don't know if that's a true thing, but I don't know. It was just really weird.
And you have this on video on your channel?
Kind of. I have a little bit of each, but the thing is, the videos they're silent. No sound to them. Something happened to the sound. There's no sound in the videos at all, and it like only for a quick second. I had them looking all like weird and all that. To me, I didn't think that it was a. At that time, I didn't think it was a good time to film while this is going on because it was like really, really creepy, and I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to film all this. Like, I should have, but I was kind of worried at the time.
And that happened on that road there, 666, right?
Yeah, like that road is terrifying. Like I have so many stories just on that road alone.
Here, this is just like a statement. That's enough to scare me completely away. Well, I just watched when he took out his video, I was just watching it and I was so scared. I remember you do your premieres like at 10, 11 o'clock at night for my time. So it
Yeah,
was dark outside and everything, and all these spooky stuff were coming out. I was really scared just watching the video. I almost told you. I said, well, I guess he knows what he's doing.
I mean we do carry holy water with us, and I know sometimes that's not enough. Like, and sometimes we carry sage with us, but even that's not enough. Sometimes if something serious goes on, because holy water or sage didn't work at all during the possession, at all. Like nothing worked. We just legit had to sit there and pray. Like, hey, MCAT, that's what worked. We sit there and prayed, and it just everything was fine for a little while. And
That's what did it. That was okay.
yeah,
Okay. And what's your favorite equipment to use when you investigate?
dowsing rods. I am the biggest fan of dowsing rods. Like Neil from Nocturnal Nations, the ones that got me liking dowsing rods. And when he came down last summer for the collab,
Hmm.
he gave me his set, like his old set. So I've been using his, and I love them. Like they are the best equipment.
Okay. So, do you have any trips or special events coming soon for your channel?
Tomorrow, me and Dakota are going to the Satanic Ritual House that I've been to a few times, and then we're also going to the 1 a.m. house, the place where I tried to do my live investigation last time, but I didn't have no sound. But we're going to there, and then Halloween night we are doing a abandoned haunted church. And
And is this
that's
going to be live or?
it. Might be. I might do a live stream. I know I will be live on Hensley Paranormal that night, his channel that night for his Paraween. I will be live for his channel that night, so I might do a live for my channel too, just for the fun of it.
Okay. And on a regular week, how many times do you go out to go film or stuff like that?
I try to go at least walk in the woods or something like 2 or 3 times a week. But here lately, I really haven't been doing much but live streams because I've been having issues uploading videos.
Okay.
I got two walk in the woods videos still on my camera that I hadn't been able to upload.
Okay. And your live streams, are you looking for channels to review or you have your scheduled already for them?
Um, right now I have all the way up to episode like 22, 21 set for sure. I got you up there too. And yeah, I got up all the way. I got all the way up to episode 40, but I got all the way up to
Oh,
episode 21 prepared and ready to go. Like I still have to get permission from a few people.
okay. And when you do your live streams about cryptid monsters, or you're with Dakota.
Me and Dakota, I sometimes have Dakota or Ryan Tremblay or a Whisper in the Wind or Ashers or somebody up there with me that knows a little bit about certain ones and all that. Like Second Star Survival is one that I get try to get up there every time too because I know he knows his cryptic.
Okay. And why did you start a live stream on cryptid?
I just always been into Bigfoot and the Loch Ness monster, and I was just like, I want to learn more about all of them. So I was just like, I decided I was going to start a live stream and learn about every single cryptic that I can think of. Like,
And what's your favorite cryptid monster?
probably from all the research I've been doing, either hellhounds or wendigos.
Okay.
Wendigos have been a big interest of mine since I've been looking up about Helltay. I see somebody saying Ohio, Helltown, Ohio. That's a place that I really want to go in Ohio that I've been trying to go to.
Okay. And do you travel out of state sometimes for your videos? And
I want to. I'm trying to learn, trying to get more about where I travel out of state and all that. So far, I've only been out of state for a beach video, like a little random walk on the beach in North Carolina.
hmm
But I haven't done any like paranormal or abandoned places out of state. Yes, I've done a live stream about the Mothman, and I've actually been watching a lot of Mothman movies.
okay, so you've done so far. You've done the Mothman. You've
Um,
done.
ooh,
You
I've
must have
done,
done Bigfoot. That's for sure.
oh yeah, Bigfoot was the first one,
Okay.
but I've done Mothman, Bigfoot, Dogman, Chupacabra, the Loch Ness monster, the Goat Man. I think that's it so far. Like I have hellhounds coming up, wendigos, dragons, and mermaids is another one that I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Skinwalkers is one that I wouldn't mind. I might try to do too. I didn't think
Yeah.
about skinwalkers.
Nicole here. She said it. Skinwalkers.
Oh, nice snowman.
Uh, and did you ever hear about the New Jersey Devil?
Yes, that's another one that I did. Thank you, thank you.
You
That
did
was the
that one?
yeah, that was the last one I did with the Jersey Devil.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
was I knew there was one more that I was missing. But that was a good one. I'm still iffy about that story, but I'm trying to do more research about that.
Okay. And how do you go about to find your research on these cryptid?
Um, a lot of times just Google or YouTube. I just
Okay.
search YouTube and search what I want to look for, and then I do more research on Google from there. And
Okay. So, guys, do you have any other questions for my guest
have
here?
you heard of Green Man? No, I haven't heard of the
Green.
Green Man, Snowman. I haven't heard of Green Man.
Me
I'm gonna have
neither.
to look that up and
I know one green man. He's right here. That's
hey,
my
what's up?
favorite green man. But upon that,
The second favorite, Eddie Turtles. Turtles agreed, so they're my number one favorite. But no, I hadn't heard about Green Man. Oh, Charlie. No, okay, so I have heard about him. Yes, I've heard of Charlie No Face.
He
Yes,
was also known as Charlie No Face.
yes.
That's great.
I need to do more research about that, but I have heard the name Charlie No Face before.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you do legends. Is that part of your cryptid stuff,
Um,
or it's completely different?
it's completely different. Me and Dakota, we switch weeks. One week it's on his channel, the next week it's on my channel. And, uh, the next, I think it's this Tuesday is our next Urban Legend Tuesday, and we're doing North and South Dakota on my channel.
Okay, so how does this work? You pick a state and you check for the legends in that state?
Yeah, we pick each state. Most of the time it's two states we do, but a lot of times we do three, depending on the week. And yeah, we just do random. We go to the top urban legends of so and so state and find them and all that.
Okay.
It's nothing like the way Holly Lord do it. Holly Lord does like a 20-minute video of each state, and the way she does it is amazing. But I don't know how to do podcast and edit like that. She's just awesome at what she does.
Okay, Barbara has a question.
Ooh.
Question, how wait, sorry. Question, have you ever had an experience that made you second guess why you were doing this?
Yes. At the Bloodstain house, this house that a buddy of mine found in their hometown, in their town, and all that. Right now, we can't go to it because it got sold, sadly. But no,
Okay.
we went there one night, and every time we was upstairs, we heard footsteps downstairs. So of course, being people, investigators, we go investigate the noise, go downstairs. As soon as we get downstairs, we hear footsteps all above us. And
Okay.
then we go upstairs, and the chandelier is just rocking back and forth, like completely, like somebody just shoving it right now. And
Wow.
all of a sudden, we look back, and there was a woman standing there in bloody dress, telling us to get the f out, like clear as day. So we ran. We ran, got out, and we looked back, and she's standing at the door. And yeah, that questioned a lot of things that night because we was all terrified. And Paranormal Melissa, we are going to collab real
You
soon.
were
I want
here.
to go to St. Albans. We'll go to St. Albans together. Yes, definitely. But yeah, the Bloodstained House is a place that I would like to go back to, but somebody sold it. And the story about that house, there was a guy that murdered his family with an axe or a gun, and there were still bloodstains all over the house and all that, and it was just crazy.
So you were like you saw a woman, was it like a ghost or
I don't. It was weird because she was just standing there, like me and somebody else saw her, but the other two didn't. So I don't know. It was just really weird because she was just standing right there, like you and me, but a couple people didn't. It was just really weird. And then they did the flashlight thing, like asked to cut off the flashlight, and then they said if you want to hurt Nubby, cut the flashlight off, and the flashlight went down. And then they gave this is why I don't do videos with these people. They gave her permission to hurt me, and I was just like, nope, nope. So yeah, that questions a lot about that, but it just goes to show be careful who you go investigate with.
okay. And I want to come back to your 666 road. Okay, because here in Canada we have a road in Ontario where you park your car at night, you flash your headlights 3 times, and then you should see a father with a lantern looking for his daughter.
Hmm.
So if we would do that on your 666 road, what would happen?
I don't know. We haven't, because we don't usually drive. We usually park at the grocery store and walk the road.
Okay. But this is a public road where people
Yeah, it's a
pass?
public road. There's houses all over the road and all that. And
Really? Okay. I thought it was
but
like maybe a road where there's just a forest all the way through or something. I didn't know people actually lived on that road.
oh yeah, it's full of houses. Like the
So
weird
you
thing
could never
is,
tell. If you're not aware of the story, you can
yeah,
never tell.
yeah, you just think it's a normal road. But I know that there's been a lot of car accidents. There's been like back in the 80s or something, there's been like satanic rituals and all that happened before it became a road. Like, because it just recently became a big popular road in the early 2000s. It used to be just like a gravel road the whole way through.
Okay.
And then they changed it to where it's paved and it's like long now. But it
So is
used to be
this like a
just.
local story? Everybody knows about this road, or
Oh yeah, like people in this town know stories, and they'll come up with random urban legends about it that nobody's heard of. Just I don't know. A lot of people come up with random stories about it, but it's just something you have to experience. It's
okay?
really a crazy road. Like I would go back, but I wouldn't go back with no less than like 10 people, give or take.
Uh, okay.
Definitely
So
not a woman.
okay. And do you have one favorite house that you liked of all the
Ooh.
exploring or the paranormal you did in? Which one would that be? Like
Oh,
if we're on your channel right now and we're looking for your favorite one,
it would have
what?
to be. There's kind of two of them. The Octagon Mansion. That's definitely one of my favorite places because we got so much activity there. I got shot twice, 2 or 3 times using my dowsing rods. Like, but my.
Yes, I remember seeing a video. You were doing the dowsing rods and you got a shot. Your hands just opened.
Hmm. It was really weird, and but my all-time favorite house is probably the Satanic Ritual House.
Okay. And is it there that it happened or it was another place?
The Octagon Mansion.
The
Was where
okay.
that happened, and that's
Do
the
you
place
know
that Dakota called and got us into and all that.
okay. Um do you know why that happened? Because I use dowsing rods also and I feel their strength like all the way
Oh
up to my
yeah.
shoulders sometimes. But a shock I never got. Do you know why this could have happened or
Mm-mm. It was the first and only time it's ever happened to me. It's never happened before or since. I have no clue what happened, why. It was just really weird how it happened.
okay. So guys, do you have any questions for Nubsy? Let's go through. Oh, hi, Fluffy.
But
Amy
yeah,
Stone, hello, welcome.
the Satanic Ritual House. The first time I've been there was like 3 4 years ago. Before I even did YouTube, my buddy just told me about it, and he picked me up, and we went there, and we got chased out by the biggest buzzard I've ever seen in rain, so we didn't get but like a 20-minute walkthrough at the house. And then
Yeah.
Neil and David, Taylor and Neil from our Nocturnal Nations, David from our Honda Lives, they came up and we went there, and it was like 3 4 o'clock in the morning, and I mean, not morning, afternoon, like daylight, and we just got so much activity. Like I saw a shadow figure in the closet with no face, just a hat, no face, just standing there. Um, Neil actually helped a little girl spirit, uh, get out of that house and all that. Like,
Like crossover or
yeah,
something?
crossover. That's the word I was looking for. Hey, Amy
Okay.
Stone. But yeah, Neil actually helped a little spirit cross over, and it's just weird every time we go to that place. Me and Dakota, we had stuff thrown at us last time we went, and
Okay. Do you plan on going back soon?
we're actually going there tomorrow.
Okay, so
And I'm
tomorrow.
trying to go live if I can get good connection and my phone actually works. I'll be live at the ritual house. Not sure what time, but I will be live there tomorrow night.
Okay, my awesome friends, do you have any questions? Let's see.
Oh
Hi,
yeah,
Wolf and Hound.
I've been to some crazy places. Hey, Wolf and Hound, I didn't even see him come in.
He sneaked in.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of crazy places, and I'm down to definitely anybody come up collab when I can get money in a car and my license. I'm gonna start going to places and collabing with people myself.
Okay. Um so you have any special announcements of, let's say, so you said that for Halloween you're going to that
An abandoned church,
church.
and that's
Okay.
actually one of my bucket list is to explore an abandoned church and all that. So,
Okay. Have you heard anything about this church? Like,
Dakota and Rob went there a couple months back and did a little investigation there, and they said that they didn't get to stay much because it was pouring down rain and their equipment was getting wet. But it's very creepy inside.
okay. So have you seen other people do videos like, and
Um,
was good for them?
huh? Sorry.
Okay. Like if for that church you're talking about, some people that went and their equipment was getting wet and everything.
Yeah.
So they couldn't, but do you know other people that went and had a
Mm-mm.
success? Okay.
Now this will be the second investigation that I know of there. Or first, technically, because Dakota and them didn't even get to do an investigation because it was too wet. But this will be the first investigation there. So, hey, paranormal side.
Okay. Let's see. If nobody has any questions, we still have 30 minutes almost. Let me just go through. It's probably me that's hopping over some questions. So let me see here.
Invest-
Oh, we're cutting out. We're buffering.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn StreamYard always doing that. All right, Wolfenham. What's your question?
He has a question? Oh, where'd you put it?
He just said, I have a question.
Let's wait for Wolf and Hound's question.
Ooh.
Murdoch's. If I sing a song,
Oh,
everybody's gonna leave.
that's a
Oh,
good
here.
question, Wolf.
Have you ever been in an investigation and abruptly had to leave because conditions were unsafe or you felt in danger?
We left to one place, and that's because we heard a loud bang upstairs, and we just said nope. And till we was just came from upstairs, and nobody was upstairs, and we just heard a loud bang, like something broke. So we just straight up ran out of the house. But no, I hadn't had to really up and leave quickly because I felt unsafe or in danger. But other than that, because it was just kind of creepy. We'd be gone.
Will you be willing to come to Gettysburg for a
Uh,
scary investigation? Ooh.
Definitely. Gettysburg's on my bucket list 100%. Like, that is one of the biggest battlefields. And there's one up here in Virginia, the Appomattox battlefield, where the Civil War supposedly ended or whatever, that I've been trying to go to. But they close so early, apparently, like 8, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I like to go there at night.
Okay,
But
because when we see a night video on your channel, it's because it's what 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
most of the time, yeah. I like to do 1 a.m. because people do so much 3 a.m. challenges and all that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I started a new thing, and not many people do it. But I was just like, you know what? The 1 a.m. challenge, do an investigation at 1 a.m. I'm like, 3 a.m. challenges are overrated. It's all about 1 a.m. I don't know why, but
Did you do the alone challenge in the cemetery at night?
I haven't done one yet because I hadn't been able to get to a cemetery. But I will definitely, because I still owe Cheney and you that. So I will definitely do my alone adventure.
Okay. And did you ever do a guided investigation? You know, like it's a live stream. Fluffy does it a lot
I
there.
kind of did. I had, yeah, kind of. I had Fluffy up there with me, guiding me
Oh,
through
you did
the
one with
location.
Fluffy? Lucky you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I had no sound on my end. Nobody could hear me. My phone was messed up that day, but Fluffy and them provided great entertainment for that night.
And it was what, a house or?
Yeah, it was at the 1 a.m. house, the one about 3 minutes up the road from my house.
Okay.
I just walk there and do a couple videos there when I can.
Okay. Let's see if there's any other questions. Mhm. So, if you would go to Gettysburg, what would be in your backpack to investigate?
What I
What's
carry
the
with
first thing you would put in your backpack to
I
go there?
put my camera in there, my K2 meter, my spirit boxes, well, my spirit box, my speakers for the spirit box I have on my phone because I use the Portal app on my phone, and I use the speaker for it so people can hear it. My dowsing rods, of course, and my cat balls.
Okay, Nicole has a question here. Do you have any spirits in your home?
I have three spirits that like to hang out in this closet. A little girl and a older man and an older lady. They like to hang out in this closet all the time. A lot of people can see the little girl Beth a lot of times peeking her head through around. But
Yeah,
yeah, I have three spirits
when
in this closet right here.
I watch your live stream sometimes and then I see it too, but I know a lot of people told you already, so
Oh
there's
yeah,
there's no
she likes
surprise.
to she likes to make an appearance every now and then. Like,
Do you know where they're from?
I know that there's a couple cemeteries somewhere in the woods in my house, but I have not been able to find the cemeteries or headstones or nothing. But the neighbor keeps telling us they're behind the house in the woods, and I've looked everywhere. So, but I know the little girl, the way she dresses, looks about 1800 ish. So I
Yeah.
think they're from like the 1800s or something. from the
So
older
it-
ones.
is your house like old, or it's the property that they would be attached to more than just your
Probably
house?
the property. The house was built in like the 50s, 60s. So I
Okay.
think it's the property that it's attached to. Because I know back this area used to be a huge like plantation, ye- like years ago. This whole area used to be nothing but a plantation and farming area and all that.
Okay. So if you can't find them in the woods anywhere, I would be starting to think that maybe the house was built on top of them.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
That'd be one of the first things I'd think about. I'd be so scared. um,
I
so
didn't.
do you like investigate them sometimes or try to talk to them?
Um, I have like Beth. She was attached to my buddy's truck for a little while. Like she just when he came by, she always came out there and let us know that she was out there because she would leave like little handprints on the window or like scratch marks on the roof. And so we did an investigation, and she just likes music. So when he comes by, she just gets over there and hangs out with him. And us, when we're out there listening to music and playing Magic or something, she's usually out there with us.
She likes to listen to music.
Yeah, nothing, none of the spirits that I've encountered here at my house have been evil or bad. They've all been like really nice and just stays to themselves.
Okay. And do you find if you investigate them, the more they'll be active and more present in the home? Because
Maybe,
I've been told that with other interviews that I've been doing, and some have spirits in their home, but they don't investigate them because they think they'll get more active.
yeah. Like I know a lot of people when they get do investigations, they said they don't like doing investigations in home, which I can understand that because you don't want nothing, anything to happen or anything.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I hadn't thought about investigating my house. That's just something that I've never thought of. I might have to try that because I've never done an investigation directly in my house, like a spirit box or anything. I might have to try that one day and see if
Okay.
anything will hurt.
Has anything ever scared you badly?
666. That's why I won't go back to that place unless I have like a bunch of people with me. Yeah,
Guys, if you have nothing to do tonight and you want a good creepy scare, go watch those videos of the 666 and
yeah.
let me
Some of
know.
them are silent, but they're still really crazy. It's just so dark. Like it's dark on that road. Even if you have light, it's still so dark. Like you see stuff walking around you all the time, and you hear stuff. Like this is why I believe in hellhounds. We was there the first night we went, and we heard the like most evil growl ever, and
Okay.
it was like pure evil. Like just gives you chills when you hear it. Like so, I don't know. It's just crazy. Do you believe ghosts are people souls or something like demons? I believe that they're. Hmm, they can be both. It can be ghosts. Can be a lot of. I don't know. That's a good question. I think that people's souls are ghosts and all that. Yeah.
Okay, Barbara. Question: do any of the homeowners on 666 have any haunted issues?
That's a
Oh,
really good question. I
yeah.
hadn't asked anybody because I've never been on that road during the day. We always go at night. So I'd never really asked anybody. I might have to go during the day and just do random interviews with people, see if they hear
That'd
anything.
be really interesting to find out.
I might have to try that.
Do a day video and we'll see like the vibe of the place, and then
Yeah.
there's a complete different story at night. Like during the day, there's nothing. Like the screaming tunnel I went to during the day, it was wonderful. There was nothing. I didn't feel anything or nothing. But I went back to do. I even had internet in the middle of the tunnel. But when I went to do my live investigation, I was losing internet all the time, and it was wild out there.
A lot
So
of
we can compare like that. That'd be fun.
yeah. I have to go there during the day, and next time I go, I actually ain't gonna just use my phone this time. I actually have a night vision camera so people can actually see better.
Wow.
Because that was my issue last time. People were complaining they couldn't see much. I was like, yeah, but there's houses all around, so I'm not trying to shine too bright.
Yeah, there's that too. They're sleeping, or
Yeah. I don't want to make people mad at us to where they call the cops. Because what if a cop come while my buddy's getting with us? What are we going to tell the cop? We're going to be in a mental institution or something, going to jail and all that because, yeah, they think we're on drugs or something. Like, nah, we are investigating and, yeah.
Okay. Um, did you ever get busted for exploring abandoned, or you're doing an investigation and you got busted?
I haven't yet, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't. Dakota, he went to Crawford Road in Clifton, Virginia, and the cops came and told them they had to leave. But I personally haven't had any experience with cops on investigations.
Okay. So I guess the time you choose to go is, I guess it's the best time. Like, nobody sees you as much. Do you dress like all in black, like,
I
or
just
something,
a
or
lot of times I wear my if I have like a random YouTuber shirt or merch or something, I just wear their
Mhm.
merch. Or Dakota has our mine and his 666 combined merch where we just have like a shirt and it's 666 and it has mine and his YouTube channel on it. I when me and him explore together, which I'll be wearing that tomorrow. I usually just wear that. Yes, Melissa. Crawford Road is extremely patrolled, and apparently it's illegal to walk it because cops get people every time they walk it.
why is that?
I think it's like
It's a road.
military. I think it's military something. That's what I'm thinking. I think that the military owns it, but I'm not quite sure. I've never been myself. I know Omar and James, the fam, went and they had issues with cops
Okay.
too.
Okay. If I would call you up and say, "Hey, Nubs, I'm not too far from you. Let's go make a video." Where would you bring me?
Depending how scary you want.
The most scary you can bring me to.
I'll take you down probably either the Satanic Ritual House or Road 666.
Okay, I'll choose the house because I know the road. I saw those videos and it was really intense.
Yeah.
It was creepy. I'm a, I get scared
Oh.
easy, but I like being scared. But that night when you premiered those videos, let me tell you, it was over my limit of creepiness.
I mean, we had stuff throw stuff at us. Like had a big old brick, like big rock, go over my head, and had sticks thrown at us. Had like a little rabbit type like wooden thing thrown at us that I actually kept somewhere. It's somewhere in my house. Um,
Weren't you scared there would be like an attachment on the
I
subject?
tried, but nothing. I put the K2 meter on it, nothing at all. Like I asked the dowsing rod if anything was attached to it. It always says no. So I don't. I hadn't found anything attached to it. Sadly, I was something was attached to it, but I mean not bad, of course. But
Okay. I just have a little thank you to do. Misty, hello. It's okay. I got it. See, guys, this is
oh,
what
that's awesome.
I received this from Misty. It is so beautiful. I really enjoy it. It's really nice. I'm going to keep it here so every time I go live, you guys can see it.
And
Thank you. I really love it. uh wait, is this a question, Mr. Murdoch?
um, are
Are
you?
you worried about ghosts following you home?
Uh, Sometimes, depending on the place. I mean, we always say a prayer before we start filming and after we film, and we always say you can't attach yourself to us or any of our equipment. Or if I'm on a live, I say you can't attach yourself to anybody in the chat or my phone. But that is a good question. Um, like I said, sometimes, depending on the place where I'm at. But if
Okay.
you're doing paranormal investigations, you have to worry about that too. So yeah. I
Okay.
thought another question about Nicole. Did you have any experience as a young child? When my grandma died, great
Whoops.
grandma died, that was my first experience I had.
Oh, right here.
And that's what got me into the paranormal because the day after her funeral, she actually tucked me in and gave me a kiss on the forehead after her funeral. Like, it was just really weird, and that's what got me into the paranormal.
Misty, can you put your link to your Instagram? Because, guys, Misty, she also does drawings like this. It's so beautiful.
Nice.
Okay. She can draw your logo channel if you contact her by Instagram or something with a little commission.
And Shandy, yes, I had one spirit follow me home, and that was that 666, that little boy. And then I brought him back about 2 weeks later, and he just drained my energy, drained me for 2 weeks straight, where I didn't want to do nothing.
Did you ever find out his name and why he came to your house? And
Um, I know from when we got my buddy who got possessed on the road the second time, the second person who got possessed that night. He said that his name was like Billy, and his son was in the back of a car when he wrecked his car, and it killed them both instantly. And he didn't know his son was in the car.
oh, yes, yes, I
And the
remember.
son's the one that attached himself to me, and I can't. I think it was Timmy. I have to go back and
I think in the video you say that story or something.
yeah. I just went back to 666 Shandy and told him that
Yeah,
he has to
here.
stay. He can't stay with me. He has to stay here, and he stayed.
Well, do you like to go to graveyards and investigate too?
I do. I do. I haven't been to one in a while, but yes, I do like graveyards and cemeteries. Especially, I like doing them at night. Cause every time I went during the day, it's not like a how I don't know what it is, but I haven't got any activity during the day at the graveyard. I've only gotten activity at night at the graveyard and cemeteries. But I've been to houses where I get activity, more activities during the day than I do at night. But cemeteries, I've never gotten anything during the day. I have to go.
Mm,
It's just I don't know. It's weird because I know if it's haunted, it's haunted no matter what time it is. But I just never got any activity during the day in cemeteries.
okay. Well, that's the end of the show. It already makes an hour.
Oh
That
wow,
went by fast.
it did. It does not feel like it was an hour.
Uh, okay, guys. So remember, his link is pinned up on top in blue. So go check him out, and especially those 666
Yeah.
videos
And
if you want a good creep.
Cheney Unexplained Adventures has a live stream in 30 minutes at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, y'all. And then I have one at
Okay.
10:30 tonight. So,
Oh, so we have good plans for tonight.
oh yeah. But I appreciate it, Sandra. It was definitely
Well,
awesome.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Oh yeah.
And on that note, guys, I want you all to have a wonderful weekend. And I love you all. And I'll see you all in your next videos. Bye bye. Love you
Bye everybody.
bunches.
See y'all.